But on the right side, you guys are going to see that it says subtotal, shipping, and total. But something extremely important that's missing is tax. So what we need to do is navigate back to our shop dashboard here, navigate to where it says settings, and then click on taxes and duties. From here, you need to select the country or countries that you're going to be selling to. For us, we're only selling in the United States right now, but keep in mind the process for this is going to be extremely similar no matter what countries you're selling to. You just need to make sure that you are collecting the correct sales tax and any other tax liabilities depending on where you're selling. And I want to stress to you guys, I am not a tax expert. Make sure you get with an accountant and make sure that all of this information is set up correctly so you don't have to, in the future, hire a tax attorney because you get yourself in trouble. But for now, what we want to do is navigate to where it says the United States. So we'll click this arrow, select United States, and from here, you're going to see that it automatically configures Shopify tax. And if we click on manage, you're going to see that this is by default already activated and you have two more options. These options over here may be useful at some point to you guys, but these are going to be extremely complex and harder to set up and require a lot more expertise to get started with. So for now, we're just going to use Shopify tax, and keep in mind that Shopify tax, if you have this configured and you sell over $100,000 per year, they're going to start charging you a small fee. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're setting this up. But for now, this is going to help us automate a lot of the tax process. So we'll navigate back here, and what we need to do is scroll down to where it says regions you're collecting in, and we need to collect in a new region. So keep in mind, taxes are really difficult and really complicated to get right. So remember, earlier in today's video, we said our physical business is located in Texas in the United States. So that's going to be the nexus of our business, meaning the physical address where our store is going to be. So right off the bat, since our store is located in Texas, we have to pay all applicable sales tax if we sell to somebody located in Texas as well. So what we want to do is navigate to region and select Texas. And if you guys have a sales tax ID, you can go ahead and enter it here. If you don't have this yet and you are going to legitimately sell products here, you need to get with the state comptroller or whoever in your state provides the tax ID, and make sure you apply for one and successfully get one created and enter it here at some point. But for us, this is just an example. We're not going to be selling, so we're just going to say collect sales tax. Now you guys can see that Texas is added to where we're collecting tax. So if we navigate back to our checkout page and refresh this, you're going to notice that it doesn't calculate any sales tax yet because we're selling to somebody located in New York State. So the way this works is, since we're located in Texas, we have to pay that Texas sales tax rate. But since we're not located in New York State physically, we don't have to pay the applicable sales tax until we get to a certain threshold, meaning this is going to be the economic nexus. So what you guys want to do is navigate to economic nexus by state. Go ahead and click on this one by the Sales Tax Institute, and this is going to show you guys the requirement for paying taxes in your particular state. So for example, Alabama is going to have a different threshold from Alaska. So you guys can see the threshold here is if you sell $250,000 plus specified activities in a calendar year. If you're selling something to someone in Alabama and your business is located in Texas, until you meet this particular threshold. So when in doubt, what I like to live with is charging somebody a sales tax and then just refunding it to them later if you're not sure what's going on and you don't have the money to hire an accountant right off the bat, because at the end of the year, when you have to file your business taxes, you're much better off just refunding people for the money that they paid for tax than getting to the end of the year and not having enough money and coming up short with the IRS. Again, get with an expert to confirm all this information. So for now, since we're selling to somebody in New York City and we're definitely not meeting the New York threshold yet, because this is only going to be one order for not even $20, we're going to be fine. But if we change our address to something located in Texas, so I'll pick a random university here, and I need to type this in correctly, and this is going to be a Texas address now. It's automatically going to charge taxes based on the state sales tax rate and add it to the total here. But what I want you guys to keep in mind, if you're worried about it and you want to charge taxes for particular regions, you guys can go ahead and add the state in here. So for example, if I want to add New York, I can go ahead and click on New York, put in the sales tax ID that I get from New York, say collect sales tax, and now I'm also collecting sales tax from New York. And if I go back over here, refresh my page, change this address back to something in New York, for example, you guys are going to see, and I also need to enter a zip code here, you guys are going to see that now I am collecting sales tax based on New York state sales tax. After you get this set up, what you want to do is navigate back to your settings here, navigate to locations, and make sure that you add the location of your business. So you guys can see here that I have my shop location, and you can click on that, go here and add the address for your business. And again, make sure you enter the correct location so you don't run into issues with taxes. And now some of you guys might be saying, well, my business is completely online. I don't have a physical location. Well, your physical location is going to be wherever you hold products or wherever you're shipping the products from. So you want to make sure that if located in Texas, for example, and you're shipping products from Texas, that's going to be the nexus of your business. So don't think that you can get out of sales tax just because you don't have a physical business location, because it still pertains to you even if you're completely online.
Tap here to see what happens next.